free. If you want to see an additional 5-minute preview of this next Ultra Vegito episode for free, just sign up to my manga newsletter, mangaletter.com, using the links in the description or pinned comment, and simply enter an active email and your name, and it will be with you instantly after for free. So make sure to check your spam, junk, or other folder if you don't see it. This is a treat for every one of you who cannot afford the Patreon, so enjoy. Before in one final blow, the mystery attacker would violently uppercut the Emperor straight through his guard, sending his jaw utterly flying into the sky, his body almost frozen now from the impact, as if temporarily unconscious. But the attack would not even end there, as seemingly being struck by a rocket, the Emperor would be forced continually into the sky by his jaw alone, reaching the very apex until...
What? How dare you!
And in frustration, in an attempt to stop whatever was skyrocketing him up, the Kid Buu lookalike would swipe his arm instantly across his chin and seemingly grab onto something. And as he would look into his hand, within his fingers would be a suspiciously small, pure black ball, almost like a piece of candy. As looking closer within its tiny confines, Vegito's yellow and red seraphim would be seen, as thoughts would begin flooding through the demon about whether this was somehow the God Killer until...
What's wrong? Can't handle someone your own size?
Until all doubt would fade, when a devilish grin would emerge, as in his signature gruff voice, he would goad the Emperor right to his face, and right within his clutches.
Little worm!
As ultimately, it would be an insult too far, as instantly closing his palm to crush the ball, the Emperor would begin tensing his muscles until...
Hakai!
Yelling with an angry roar, finally, the demon would be able to execute his God of Destruction abilities. And as expected, when he would open back up his palm, the small black ball of seemingly Vegito would be in the process of erasing away.
Fool! How long did you think that would work?
And pleased with himself, a smile would finally come to the Emperor, as he would reveal his name finally.
So, that's what it was. A pathetic little part of you. You thought you could stop me, the great Melo? Ridiculous. Wait! Where's the rest of you? Are you listening?
But remembering suddenly that there was still far more of Vegito to see, his eyes would immediately flash to his left. But as he would finally look, somewhat unsurprisingly, the God Killer would be nowhere to be seen where he once was. Not a trace of his energy left to sense either. And in a sector where he didn't have the ability to fly away, let alone hide, it would lead Emperor Melo to only one conclusion. As he would think,
give me a break. Did that fool really transfer his whole self into that last attack? It was powerful, sure. More powerful than anything he displayed before. But he really didn't think that I wouldn't catch on eventually, did he? Maybe what I erased was really him. How disappointing. How naive can you really be, demon?
But in classic fashion, such a possibility could never be true, and the God Killer's voice would soon be heard once again, but curiously from up in the air. As finally revealed, now flying would be an all-new Ultra Vegito. One definitely taking elements from his Ultra form, but undeniably from Yomoshi also. With black and white hair now, his eyebrows missing, but now possessing both yellow and red seraphim on blackened eyes, covered in electricity, and with notably a Saiyan tail behind him. Ultra Vegito had well and truly now become an Ikari God himself, but in expected fashion with a demonic twist. And utterly stunned at his new appearance, for the first time in a while, Emperor Melo would be left speechless, his eyes unblinking, as while he would look at Vegito, he wouldn't be able to help but notice some similarities in appearance to himself, as he would comment,
You're not the same! What's happened? Why have you got my eyebrows now?
But soon enough, Melo would then notice something far more important, watching as Vegito's legs now float in the air, as he would mumble,
You're flying now too! The effects of the sector aren't working on you! What is the meaning of this?
And as Vegito would look into his hands, it would seem even this would be news to him, as he would comment,
I didn't even notice. I guess I can fly now. And I feel a whole lot stronger too. Like my power isn't restricted anymore. Could it just be fusing with Yomoshi did this? Or is it this new form of his? Ikari God, I think he called it.
And if you want more, the next video is already up live on my Patreon right now for over 4,500 plus incredible patrons who are getting early access episodes for life, as well as actively seeing hidden Ultra Vegito content. And if you want that too, head to my Patreon to see the full next video and see just what insane turn of events happens next in yet another very long episode. So join now and talk to me. Links are in the description and pinned comment.